life is good, 13. 13, love you all. You are creation 13. Today I want to talk to you about uh, crossing the multidimensional layers. And hold on, here we go. Alright, I want to talk to you guys about crossing the multidimensional layers. Kind of give you guys different insight on how to view these multidimensional versions of yourself. And this video is going to go into me talking about the 21-point chakra points, which turns into your 12-point multidimensional chakra points. So crossing the multidimensional barriers is very important, especially if you're just discovering your multidimensional self, or realizing that this is an illusion. And most of the people who watch my videos are already at that stage, so awesome. So anyways, when you're crossing the levels, you always want to view yourself in a, I wouldn't say sphere, but just kind of like rings, like you're going through rings. Kind of like pulling a veil down on you, you know, just kind of like you're grabbing a veil and bringing that multi-dimensional layer down. So you just pull it down, and you end up experiencing these many different layers that you can experience. And when you do this, it heightens your consciousness awareness, and you gain a new sense of abilities and intelligence, or a knowingness, self-discoveries, and it's quite amazing. It really is. But you can just view, you know, the layers, the rings and layers, you know, just grabbing them down, pulling them down, and experiencing a whole different experience. And the only way you can really even experience this stuff at first is through your third eye, your God eye, your perception of things. That's really the only way you can truly discover how the multi-layers work and actually see through the multi-layers. I mean, you'll end up getting so advanced where you don't even have to close your eyes and do imagination visualization. You can actually be walking around and see the layers right in front of you, because this will end up being your main eye. I mean, you're gonna literally look through this eye all the time. You know, these are still here, but your main focus is going to be here. So you're literally like oh man, what are they called? I don't know, the one-eyed creatures, whatever. But basically, you're walking around with your God eye all the time, so you can be able to see the layers, see the programs that are being played in front of you, and it helps you cross the barriers of these multi-layers of this matrix reality, as well as rising up through the layers of your spiritual reality, which I'll talk about, not in this video, but probably some of the next one. But I just threw something basic, but you can kind of get the gist of things that you can't really see the walls there. But you know, say this is your 3D stuff, right? And you're in a wall. There's a barrier, a veil. You know, the veil that they talk about all the time. You know, there's a veil that blocks your path all the time because you're limited to what you choose to experience. What you choose to experience. Now, you can either stay in that limited reality and just stay in that box, or you can break through that veil and go to the next level of your being, the next multi-level of your being. And it brings a new awareness and a new change. You know, when you're crossing through these levels, it heightens your you're basically crossing through your chakra system. I'll talk more about that as well. But you're crossing through your new chakra systems, and you're using different chakra points. You know, each one is a different chakra point. And the higher up you go, the more knowingness and more knowledge and awareness that you gain when you cross through each one of these levels. And I try to kind of draw different concepts of things. But you know, each time you go through these levels, your Kundalini energy rises. You know, the Naga serpent, what I talked about, my Kundalini spiritual energy. It rises and it changes your DNA structure each time you break through each wall, each barrier, each veil you break through. It changes your DNA structure, and it changes your awareness, and it also helps you remember where you came from, why you're here, so on and so forth. You know, realizing that this is all an illusion, and this is very important to really give you a visualization on, you know, crossing through the layers, because there's tons of layers. I mean, it really is unlimited because the imagination is unlimited. You know, your imagination is limitless in whatever you want to do, whatever you want to create, whatever you want to visualize. That's why imagination is key in everything. And it's, you know, I've said this time and time again in my videos. It's so it's it's sad on how people have just really lowered the imagination state. Like, this is one of the main reasons why people aren't creating things right now, because we have been so limited in what we do. You know, limited in what we are taught in college and school. You know, just saying, okay, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a cop, you want to be a manager. You know, it's so very limiting. You know, but with your imagination, it's unlimited. So you can literally create anything. You know, books, art, um, um, you know, visualizations and creating them and manifesting them. You know, you know what imagination is. You know, imagination is key, and you really want to tap into your imagination, because it's really going to help you break through that barriers and self-discover the multi-layers of this reality. It's so very important because as you begin to grow and realize your multidimensional self, you begin to realize just how much in control of you are in your reality, in your bubble, or in your own matrix system. Because as you continue to advance more and more, you're going to continue to realize that you're in your own matrix reality, and you are um, working on breaking out of that matrix reality and helping others break through that matrix reality. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, you know, just leave a questions or comments, whatever. But yeah, it's so very important to discover this multidimensional you. And I drew a little thing that kind of gives you visualization of the chakra system and how important it is to unlock each one. And I'm going to talk about that more in my next video. But this came to mind when I was kind of getting this ready for this video, is creating a sphere, right? You got 12 chakras around in a circle, with the 13 being the middle, which is yourself, which is a 0 point. And when this sphere is created, it starts circling around, getting stronger, 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 faster and faster. And it's not just doesn't circle around, it starts going in all directions. It's spinning in every single direction and getting ready to swallow itself in that 0 point. This is also called the Merkaba, or creating your crystal ship, which leads into the crystal being, crystallization. You know, becoming that crystal being, which I'm talking about in the series. So it's very interesting, and you know, you really have to discover all of this for yourself. You know, discovering the different views of the layers of the multidimensional awareness. And I've been trying to really just look at things differently, because things can get really chaotic when you are trying to decipher everything, which what I'm going through with myself. because you really want to, as you're receiving information, you really want to try to break these things down, because you can get so many visualizations of things that it really creates a lot of chaotic disorder within your being, because it's so much information and you really have to decipher it and look at it differently. And I had a couple dreams that really, I think, was really showing me my higher selves, or my guides were really showing me, and how chaotic it can be and how confusing it can be towards others who aren't really becoming aware of, the complexity of the multi-layers, as well as trying to figure out how to break down the multi-levels. Because, oh man, I was showed so many weird things in my dreams that they were really weird. But some of the things that stuck out, really, there was. I'm not going to give you full details on them because it was really, really chaotic and weird. But it just kind of gave me a visualization. There was like one part where this guy got like shot with this like cube in his face, and it like literally covered like one half of his face, and it was like a square. And I was like, what in the world? And then there was this other guy that was picking up the guy with the square, and he had a round shaped cube in his eye, and like these things were like shot into them, which basically is just kind of oh, kind of like discovering the layers and stuff. And they were trying to reconstruct their faces, like their faces were like all like clay style, which really, at least from what I was getting at, was just nothing is what it seems. People are going to keep shooting matrix systems, hence the cube. They're going to keep shooting different matrix systems into your brain, so it just kind of impacts you over and over and hitting you over and over again into your third eye, trying to close or keep your God eye shut. So they're going to keep hitting you with programs, and you want to reshape. They're reshaping and reconfiguring yourself to keep you asleep, but you want to actually shape your face back and just shape and change your being and stuff like that. It kind of gives you the idea of how chaotic dreams can be, and you having to decipher them. I also had a dream this morning. Really, really interesting dream yet again. I mean, I was like literally, I was in stores, I was running around on buildings. There was like just different layers of beings, like from werewolves to just many different types. I mean, it was like all the mythologies and comic books and stuff all blended together into one huge structure, and it was really interesting. But one of the things that really stuck out, there was a girl that was working at this. I'm pretty sure it was a comic shop, and I was in there. I was also working there in my dream, and she was wearing like, actually, yeah, it was like 21 masks, which was quite interesting. I never even thought about that, or 22 masks, something like that. But she was wearing tons of these masks because for some odd reason it was the main concept was to um, be creative in your creation, or just kind of express yourself and how you feel about everything. I guess I don't know. But anyways, one of these beings there, I think it was a manager, was like, "Can you just take off two of your masks and it'll look a lot better?" Because it looked really weird because she had so many faces on. So she took off 2 layers of masks and she looked a lot better. But for some odd reason, those layers of masks were sold as well. Like you could like buy them, and it really kind of gave me the concept that I needed to talk about the many layers of our realities. Because I mean, you literally put a different face on every time you experience something. Each one of your emotions is is putting a mask on, is putting a layer on. Now, does this make you a robot? I wouldn't say that, but it's really, you know, learning how to control the layers of things. You know, not allowing this matrix structure to control you. You know, I mean, if you want to be sad because of a certain situation, you know, that's fine, but become aware instantly, you know, that you're putting a mask on. That it's um, you know, it's part of a program. You know, being happy, being sad, you know, being adventurous, being creative. You know, it's you're putting different masks and different layers on, and it's you can do that. You know, I do that myself. You know, I still enjoy, you know, some of the aspects of this 3D reality while we are transitioning into um, a higher state of being. You know, this evolutionary period that we're going through right now. But you still want to, as you're waiting for all these changes, because some of these people, you know, like myself, are really digging deep into these matrix systems and breaking through these matrix systems. You know, that we have to wait for everybody else to kind of catch up, you know, or wake up, because there's people that are still going, oh crap, man, this is fake, and then they're having to go and figure out what's going on. But you know, as we're making videos, you know, people are able to just go on the internet and just go, oh, okay, this is why I'm experiencing this, you know, and this is why I'm making the videos that I make, to help people, you know, discover these transformation states and look at different viewpoints of things. So just become aware, you know, every single emotion, every single thing that you experience is a mask. And you just want to make sure that you're not putting trillions of masks on or getting hit in the face, you know, with all this putty trying to close your God eye. You want to make sure that you clear your God eye, you know, every moment, and become aware of what you're doing every single moment, you know, living by the moment. You know, just make sure you're not getting caught up in the drama and getting caught up in what's happening around you. You know, be the best you can be. Um, you know, continue to learn, continue to grow, and continue to always look beyond. You know, always look beyond is very, very important. So I think I'm going to end this video on that. But yeah, it's very important to discover these multidimensional layers. While it is quite complex, it's just, you know, learning to decipher things that's very, very important. So you learn to decipher things, use your imagination, and you're gonna really discover a whole new way of being, a whole new state of where we're going. So yeah. So anyways, I love you all very much. If you got questions, let me know. If there's stuff you want me to talk about, go ahead and let me know too, because you know, I'm not fully aware of the viewers that are watching me, because I'm learning more and more that, you know, you're gonna have people that are going to come on your path and that are going to um, resonate with you, or you know, discover and experience the same stuff as you. So you're going to have certain people on your, say on YouTube, on your subscriptions, you know, that you're linked to. You know, like with me, I like to, you know, I can relate a lot with the 13th Son. I can relate a lot with Ryan Conscious and um, um, Arcturus Raw. You know, I can relate with those three people a lot, so I will watch their videos and learn and grow with them, because I'm experiencing a lot of what they're experiencing, and it can be the same way with you, the viewers who are watching me. You know, maybe you're experiencing the same thing I am. So, you know, if you want to see a video, you know, and have me talk about something that you're interested in, let me know, and just kind of let me know where you guys are at, so it gives me an idea of what kind of viewers that I have, so I can grow with you, because that's one of the things that I'm wanting to accomplish, is help the world grow. But if I have people watching me, I want to help you guys grow, and I want to grow together with you guys. So, if you're hiding in the background or so on and so forth, let me know what you guys are experiencing, if you guys are resonating with this stuff, and maybe we can start learning and growing together. I'm in the process of selling the house and moving, so I won't be able to be on Skype like I'd like to, because I really want to start like every weekend, like be on Skype and talk with each individual person that's on my path and that's what wants to talk to me. Because there's some people that want to talk to me on Skype and I really want to talk with them, but I just haven't had the time to. So I know I'm getting off track here, but yeah, if you watch me and you want to talk on Skype, just let me know. I will get you added to my Skype list, and then when I get time, then we can start talking on Skype and start growing together. Because that's one of the things, is that we need to group together and grow together. The more we grow together, the more we will shape and redefine our reality and our multidimensional reality. So I'll go ahead and leave it on that. I love you all very much. 13 love to you all. Keep growing, keep shining bright. I send my light out to you and my heart out to you guys, because I love you all very much. So namaste, the catch, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.